As I was pondering these readings for the 19th Sunday of the year, I'm sure I had the same thoughts that you had. The little parable that Jesus gives us concerns, of course, his coming again, the second coming of Christ, as we call it, his return to bring to conclusion all the things he had initiated when he walked among us as one of us. And I'm sure that your thoughts, as mine, went to, will I be ready for his return? And if you can think of his return as something imminent, perhaps the thought occurred, will I be ready to meet the Lord at the time of my death? That's a natural and I think a healthy way to look at this parable. But it occurred to me during the week, because of another feast that we celebrated, the Feast of the Transfiguration, that instead of concentrating on ourselves in this parable and this expectant return of Jesus, we should concentrate on the one who is coming. In the Gospel for the Transfiguration, which we celebrated this week, the voice of God the Father comes from heaven and says about Jesus, "This is my well-beloved Son." One of my favorite passages in the Gospel is in the Last Supper discourse in John's Gospel. In fact, it's one verse which I have always carried with me because I really think it keeps the center and attention away from me and onto the Lord Jesus. And that's chapter 15, verse 9 of John's Gospel, where Jesus says to us, "As the Father has loved me, I have loved you. Live in my love." Jesus is the beloved Son of God, as we heard on the Transfiguration, and we are equally beloved. As the Father loves me, I have loved you. Live in that love. Not in fear and expectation of my return, but in anticipation of my return, looking forward to seeing again and being united with the one who has loved you just as much as the Father has loved me. What a wonderful thought to carry day by day through our lives. We are loved by God in the exact same way that Jesus is loved by God.